This is week 3 of the podcast, and the book is Little Fires Everywhere. And for my recall or understanding question, I chose how would you describe the relationship between Pearl and Trip? I'd say they're in a very romantic relationship. They doing quite a few things behind Moody's back, who has a crush on Pearl, and because of that, it's starting to strain Pearl's relationship with Moody. And my quote is, "She kissed him on the side of his ear," found on page 166, showing that, she's in a relationship with him, and very romantic, most likely. And for my analysis or inference question, I chose, what assumptions can you make about Mia's parents and their opinion on her choice in a career? And her parents seem to be very averse to it. They don't like her choice. They think it's a waste of time and money for Mia to become an artist. And the quote I found said, but they sat her down in the living room and put it blatantly, This art thing was a waste of time. They were disappointed in her, and they certainly wouldn't pay for it." And another part of the quote was, I thought we raised you to be smarter," found on page 197, showing that her parents really, really do not like her choice, and that they think that she could have done better, and that that's not how they raised her to be. And for my thematic and synthesis question, I chose, is there a better solution to how Mia handles Warren's death and her pregnancy? And yes, there is. Mia shouldn't have taken off with Pearl, claiming that she had lost the baby. And that after Warren's death, and in the book there's a quote that says, "Mia thought about this all through the long drive until outside of Provo, where she decided to stop, the first of many stops she and Pearl would make over the years," found on page 235. So even she acknowledges that maybe she could have done something different. Maybe she could have thought this through before going off on her own. And then for my artifact question, I chose to write about classism. And classism can be seen taking many different forms throughout history. And one example found in the book and during the time that the author Celeste wrote this book around is the ideology that people with less wealth than others are believed to be inferior. And it's found in the way Pearl's family and Moody's family are so different. She even acknowledges it when they're talking about the photograph of Mia and Pearl when she was a baby. She acknowledges that she shouldn't be asking that question to Mia in a place where there's people who came from a much better background. And that's all.